around the seam, so they do go to a zone. Brady picks it apart for a big gain of 23.
Tom Brady is 45 years old right now. Yeah, you heard that right, 4-5. I personally think it's time he hangs up the boots, and I'm sure I'm not the only one saying this. So the question arises, is Tom Brady going to retire in 2023? Last offseason, Tom Brady retired for 40 days.
Well, yeah, I think the only way to play well is to practice well. You know, I have little...
Funny, right? But going into 2022, it seemed likely that this would be his last season. But who knows? Brady has said for a long time that his goal was to play until he was 45. I don't know what type of benchmark that is, but whatever floats his boat. We heard reports of marital problems, which eventually led to a divorce, unfortunately. Brady's personal issues made it very unlikely that he would come back for a 24th season.
This is a big... Went to the end zone.
Sad news for all of us, huh? Plus, if he was set on retiring a year ago, what were the chances he would play for several more seasons? That says a lot about itself. As the season has gone on and more news has come out, we've learned more about Brady's plans for the future. Who knows, if the right things happen, the door may be open for a return. But it's time we look at what could happen.
Tom Brady to a tight end. Gronk was on the receiving end of plenty of these, and he gets...
So, let's look at his future plans. Brady hasn't said if he's going to retire this offseason or not, but reports say he's open to coming back. In December, NFL Network said that for Brady in 2023, all options are on the table. Let's just hope it isn't a bedside table.
And those things have made, just the biggest impact in my life. The only thing I want to do...
The report says that Brady feels good enough to keep playing and has become more like himself since the end of his very public divorce earlier in the season. Can't blame him, can I? A divorce must have affected him big time. NFL Network also said that Brady started the season with the plan to retire, but that he might be open to looking at other options in free agency. Either way, having a veteran like Tom on your side is a win-win. Even if he's not as good at the game as he was earlier, he's still a great mentor player to have on the team. Young players on the team need guidance and mentorship, and who better than the man himself? So this raises the question we've all been wondering.
Brady looking deep, wide open.
Is a return to the Buccaneers possible? Does that mean he can't go back to the Buccaneers? No, not always. A sports writer, Ian Rappaport, says Brady cares a lot about the team, and the team has spent a lot of money to put pieces around him. But Tampa Bay only went 8-9 last season, and reports about the NFL's tampering investigation showed that Brady had planned to join the Dolphins before Brian Flores' lawsuit stopped that from happening. He could look at other options again like he has done before. I'm sure that won't be a tough task for him.
Go.
And of course, if Brady went into the season with plans to retire, there's still a chance that he will do so. The 2022 season has been one of the most difficult for Brady. It was his first season in the NFL where he lost. Mad, right? Not only that, averaged 9.6 yards per completion, which was the worst of his career. The Buccaneers' problems have been caused by injuries to his offensive line and receivers, as well as questionable play calling. But we do know Brady has not looked like his old self either. These stats say a lot. And guess what? The 45-year-old doesn't deny it either.
Went to the end zone, and it's pulled down.
In fact, Brady knows what stage he's at. In December, Brady said on his Let's Go podcast that the next time he thinks about retiring, he will take his time. I think what I really learned last year was that you have to be really sure to do that. He told Jim Gray, adding that the next time he decides to retire will be the last time. Brady also said he had not thought about retiring while the season was going on. Whether or not that's true, his words don't make it sound like a decision will be made right after the season ends.
Vaughn in now. Brady looking, throws, Brady wide open.
Even though Brady is 46, it's likely that many teams, including the Bucs, would still take a chance on him. It's up to him if he wants to keep playing, though. This brings us to the important topic. What's going on with the NFL legend's contract? After this season, Brady will be a free agent for the second time in his career, and that's a feat in itself. Being a free agent only twice in a 24-year-long illustrious career, I applaud that. And you would ask why? Being a free agent only twice in a 24-year-long illustrious career, I applaud that. You'd ask why? I've seen players be free agents 24 times, and then we've got this guy.
Those challenges, and you got to overcome them.
Great comeback, guys.
He's unreal. The majority of the 45-year-old's $15 million salary in 2022 comes from a signing bonus. The rest of his complicated contract expires at the end of this season. You might not know this, but rumors are out there that he might sign for the Las Vegas Raiders. So you never know what could happen. Or maybe we might just see our guy back to his boyhood team, the San Francisco 49ers. Even though Brady might not play for the Buccaneers next season, he will cost Tampa Bay just over $35 million in cap space in 2023.
Challenge, and we got to have a great week. This is important for us. It's a division game at home against a team that's playing.
Costly, huh? Since the contract is no longer valid, Brady is free to sign with another team, but the Buccaneers still have to pay him a lot of money. That's called paying for a brand. And from what we know of the guy, he loves the game and the challenges that come with it. Here's what he's got to say about the situation. No one was surprised when Tom Brady quit at the end of last season. Actually, no. From the way it looked, it was pretty clear that he still had something cooking in the pot. The legendary quarterback has had a very different year in 2022.
Four-man rush, it's protected. Brady has Gronkowski, who's got it?
Even though the Bucs are still in the race, this has been Brady's first losing season, and it seems like he might be ready for a pipe and slippers, or at least more ready than he was last year. Brady hasn't said much about the end of his career when asked about it. He likes to keep his cards to himself, that's for sure. This is because he's had a hard season, including playing through the end of his marriage. I guess that's not the only time he got played through. My man clearly said in an interview, "We all have really unique challenges in our life. I'm a 45-year-old man. There's a lot of going on. Just gotta try to figure out life the best you can. It's a continuous process. It's tough, man. To deal with your continuous losses in your life, you gotta hold it when you're on the losing side. Could be sports or life in general. But when it comes to sports, a certain loss played a big factor this season, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers season over after a 31-14 loss to the Dallas Cowboys. This could be the last time Brady ever suits up, and that sure was an embarrassing loss, right? Whether you like him or not, you have to stand to the side of the road and tip your hat to one of the best NFL careers ever. Ninkovich, who used to play on the Patriots with Brady, has his say on the fiasco too. As a good teammate and friend, he just wants Brady to retire for his own good. While being honest, Ninkovich emphasized on the fact that he wants to see the 45-year-old ride off into the sunset and do something else in life. If you look at it from my eyes, I don't see Brady having a miraculous recovery at the age of 46, which he couldn't have at the age of 45 right now.
You have to grow up, and you're on the bus, and it's just, I still think, man, we're just like teenage kids, like in high school.
And that's that. But do you think Brady will retire next season or not? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Off the fake to Fournette. Brady to the end zone. It is